Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. Today's video is going to be on the most underrated characters in Smash because there's a ton of characters in this game. There's like 80 plus, and a lot of them don't get the spot in the daylight that they really deserve. We're going to be going over 6 characters. But yeah, these are all the characters. Top 5 I think are the most underrated. They're roughly ordered. Basically 6 and 5 are ordered and the rest are kind of thrown in there, and then 1 and 2 are ordered. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I have actually a tie for 5th place, which is between Mii Brawler and Sonic. And there's 2 reasons is because I think both people know that these characters are very good. Maybe Mii Brawler deserves it a lot more than Sonic, but I think people know Sonic is good, but I don't think people know how good Sonic is. Because Sonic, in theory, is like a top 3 character. In practice, he's very, very hard, so he's not a top 3 character, but he still can be. Like, you can see Sonic's, when Sonic's is playing really well, when he's mixing up aggression and camping, you can tell that it's like, this character is really hard to beat. Same with Ken, same with Wrath, same with Pele. When it is replicable, I think I said that right, by multiple people, you know, okay, these people are really good, but this character is also allowing these people to be really good with different playstyles. And I think Sonic's really underrated for that. And then Mii Brawler, honestly, if he was not a Mii, I feel like everyone would be playing this character because he has insane kill confirms. His aerials are crazy quick. He's pretty consistent at killing. His recovery is kind of his weakest spot, same with disjoints, but he does have the flip kick with down B, which is probably the one you should be doing. Shot put is really interesting. The up B, I think it's like the not the zero suit. Well, I guess it's kind of the zero suit one, but the one that sends basically straight up is broken. Honestly, all 3 of his up Bs are broken. The worst one is definitely the drop kick, but the other 2 are still really amazing. But yeah, Mii Brawler is a phenomenal character, and the fact that you can mix up moves is like good because you can use in a specific matchup. If you really want a command grab, you have one. Or it's like, oh, I really want a burst option, or I really want a counter. You have that customizability, and I think that's really good. But like, his specials are great, but his normals are broken, and he's also super fast. So yeah, Mii Brawler and Sonic are going to be tied for 5th. Probably Mii Brawler in 5th, and then Sonic actually in 6th. 4th, I have Hero, because people don't realize how stupid Hero is. And I'm talking, when I look at Hero, my main focus is buffs. I think buffs are ridiculous at what make Hero broken. Like Accelerotl, Psych Up, the other one. Healing is decent, bounce is really good in certain matchups, and then you also have really good spells. Like you have the insta kills, you have Ice Slash, you have Fire Slash, you have some other good ones. You have the big explosion one, I forget its name. You know what I'm talking about. It's like 30% kills at like 100. Then you have obviously Hocus Pocus, which is in some situations not great, but it's always something you can throw out. And then you also have Zoom, which is super, super dumb. The fact that you have a free recovery for essentially nothing, it doesn't use that much mana, and mana isn't hard to get, because if you hit someone's shield with Hero, you still get mana. And you are a sword character, so you can, in a lot of points, space your aerials, get a hit, get some mana back, and then you'll be good. Hero is insanely broken. He hits so hard. Having crits is ridiculous, and then all of his specials are phenomenal. B reversing with the neutral special, and also it just kills. Side B has incredible range and does a ton of damage. Up B is really good. Down B is obviously the spells, which is like, you know, we just talked about that. The spells are what makes him broken. But I think if people focused more on trying to get the buffs for Hero, they'd be a lot better with him. Because I think a lot of people are like, oh, I want the Hocus Pocus, I want the Crackle Slash, I want the funny stuff. But if people are just like, I'm going to get my Psych Ups and my Accelerotls and be crazy with that, like if you get someone who's really good with Hero Accelerotl, it's broken. Like Hero with Accelerotl on is like the best character in the game, arguably. It is. How do you hit him? I don't know. He just runs around with a massive sword and a back air that kills at 70. It's ridiculous. Hero is. I just think he's very underrated. Some weaknesses he does have. Again, if you don't get your spells, that is why you're not going to do well. But like there is people that's like very clearly you can, like Akka, a great example. He gets spells a ton, the ones that he wants, because he's cycling through it so quickly. He's reading everything in the menu so fast, and I think honestly he's not even reading the menu. He's just looking for things. So it's like he'll see 4 options. If he doesn't see the 4 that he wants, he doesn't care what the other ones are. They could be other good spells. He doesn't want them. He wants the buffs. At least I imagine that's how you're playing. And honestly, I think that's how you should be playing. You shouldn't be reading for everything. You should be reading for one thing. But that's just how I would play Hero. And I think Hero's really, really good. Next up is going to be Link. We've seen some impressive performances from Link. We have Raido in Japan, and we also have T in Japan, probably the most 2 notable ones. And this character is really good. Probably not the best Link. In theory, he's the best Link because he has an infinite with Bomb. Because if you don't know how that works, you can Z-drop Bomb. I think it's like a Z-drop footstool thing, but I also think he has like Z-drop Bomb, fair one, Z-drop Bomb, fair one. Just like a ton of super difficult, but I don't want to say doable right now stuff, but like someone in the future, someone will bust out a Link to Death and people will remember how good this character is again, mark my words. But he also has massive hitboxes, and he hits like a truck. His camping is pretty good. Probably the second of the Links. He's kind of in the middle for basically everything except obviously range and kill power. He's the best at. Up out of shield is ridiculous. His forward air is really strong. Nair is like a top 5 Nair. It's like Nair, like T. If you go back to Congo Saga, T took games off Leo. I think he took a set off. I think it was a perennial top 10 player. I think it was DeBuzz. I'm actually gonna look up his speech stats right now so I don't get that wrong. But T, like, literally just nared, basically, to win, to get top 5 at Congo Saga, just showing how broken that move is alone. Obviously, he did other things, but that move is not fair. And then he has a ton of camping, and then he has super big range, and then he has Bomb, which gives him either, like, the best recovery in the game or a really scary neutral, because blowing yourself up with Bomb is really strong. There's not much you can do about it. Yeah, he did beat DeBuzz at Congo Saga, and probably other players as well. But that's just the one that came to my head, because it's really impressive. So yeah, I think Link is very, very underrated. Where I'd put him, I'd probably put him in somewhere in high tier, mid-high tier, high tier, just because the only reason he doesn't have that representation is because he is so hard. Like, he's by far the hardest Link, arguably the hardest projectile character in the game. I'd have to take like a quick look at them all to maybe decide. Maybe Snake, I'd say, is higher, but also like they're playing pretty much different games. Snake is like he's a weird projectile zoner. But yeah, I think Link is ridiculous. His one weakness is holding him back. Again, he's really, really hard, and he's also he is pretty slow, which makes you have to like you have to get a lot of reads. But also when you read, like you get 3 reads and you kill someone, and also you don't really need to read when you have an autopilot Nair that does everything for you. So yeah, I think Link is really, really good. I just think difficulty is holding him back. The number 2 character is going to be Greninja. Greninja is stupid, and the only reason people don't play him is it's like, oh, he has a bad out of shield. But first of all, no. Well, I guess he does. But you don't really need to be shielding as Greninja because of how fast he is. And that is, I think, the main reason that is not keeping Greninja players back, because I think most of them know that. But why people think this character isn't great, because they look at it like, oh, this character doesn't have an out of shield option. Like, you look at a character, I don't know, I'm just going to make one up. Who doesn't have it? Let's say every top tier has an out of shield option because they're all top tiers. Let's say Sora didn't have an out of shield option. That'd be a huge problem for Sora, and that wouldn't make him a good character, because it's like you can just hit his shield for free and back up, and it's hard for him to get that hit because he's not super fast, not slow, but not super fast. But luckily for Sora, he does have that, so if you hit his shield, he is able to punish you. Now Greninja, it's like, okay, once you lock Greninja down, you can hit his shield and basically get away for free. But notice how I said once you lock Greninja down, which you really shouldn't be able to do that much because he is so fast. His dash attack is insane. It is a great anti-air move. Also, just like you can throw it on neutral, but like you can throw it any move in neutral. You just don't want to get greedy with it. His down tilt is ridiculous. Back air is really good. Shuriken is like a super underrated projectile. Like the amount of stuff you can do with Shuriken, especially like mixing it up with the charge, is really strong. Again, dash attack is a kill combo, and dash attack and down tilt are basically moves that you can use forever on Greninja, no matter what percent they're at, and it's going to be good. And I think that's really good to have 2 consistent options. He also has, I know he has a kill throw. I think it's up throw or forward throw, but I'm not actually super sure. I wonder if it has that on framedata.com. I will look that up right now. But yeah, Greninja, super fast character. The reason why people don't really play him is because he is not great out of shield. But it's like, you don't need to be great out of shield when you shouldn't really ever be in shield. Like, realistically, Greninja doesn't really need to be in shield. And obviously he has some weak aspects, like his down B, his side B isn't a super usable move. Only basically for recovery, and you can pretty much hard read it, or to style on people, I guess. But, I don't know, in terms of viability, looking cool doesn't really matter. Well, actually, that's not true. It does a lot. Because all these characters are kind of cool or zoners. So, his counter is very intricate. I really like his counter. Being able to spike with a counter is sick. Same with up B. I think you can do a lot of gimps with that, and also being able to like, it's not as good as like a quick attack or something, but being able to mix up your angle like that and it gets you like basically you can just get to a platform as Greninja, and it's really hard to track down where he's going. Which again, it is hard to keep Greninja in the corner, but it is also hard to be constantly playing like outspacing your opponent, ducking in, weaving in and out, and I think that's tough. And people get in the mindset of like, okay, I could just shield, I'll take the hit, I'll reset neutral, it's whatever. And I think that is what is holding Greninja back, because he does have a lot of representation. Like, he has Schroeder in the US. I don't actually know if Schroeder plays Greninja anymore, but he did. You have JW, you have Tariq, you have Leah. Basically, every region has a good Greninja player, and it's for a reason. But I feel like, as of late, it's been kind of falling off. Haven't seen as much from Schroeder. Leah is a Sora main now. Actually, I think he might have gone back to Greninja, but it kind of co-mains. And then Tariq, I think, is actually a Kazuya main, but he co-mains Greninja. But point is, like, he doesn't play Greninja as much, so you're seeing a little bit less representation for the character, because the character is hard. All these characters are. But yeah, I think Greninja is pretty underrated. I think a lot of people forget about him, at least in NA. And the final character, and honestly the most underrated character, in my opinion, is Mega Man. This character is stupid. Mega Man is broken, and people just forgot. Especially, like, I don't know, this doesn't matter. Pre-patch Mega Man, before they fixed Leaf Shield, was one of the stupidest characters I've ever seen. Leaf Shield was so dumb, you just couldn't contest it. But now he just has, like, you know, normal things. And by that I mean Leaf Shield is still ridiculously broken. Crash Bomber is really oppressive. Obviously the lemons are by far the best thing about it. The amount of chip damage you get from lemons just coming in is so annoying. It's like, imagine like 3 Falco lasers coming at you all at once, but then he can also use the Falco lasers to like knock you back. Or like it does knockback at certain points. And then he can use them for like combos and mix-up. Sawblade. Mega Man's neutral special has so much potential with Footstool Z-Drop. Like, you can do 0 to deaths with Mega Man just by Footstool Z-Dropping the Blade. I don't know if it works on every single character, but you have Z-Drop Blade into up tilt. You might just have Throw Blade into up tilt, honestly, at certain percents. You have Blade into aerials. His back air is insane. His forward air is really good. His up air is basically Game & Watch up air, but a little bit worse, and Game & Watch up air is the best juggling tool in the game, so this is like a top like 5 juggling tool in the game. And when you have a zoner with ridiculous juggling, that is really dumb. His F smash is it's really annoying to play against. Having to deal with like a really long range smash attack just sucks, especially when it's a projectile. The other ones are kind of whatever. They're strong though. Down tilt's a great option out of the ledge. There's also just like low profiling as well. It's a good mix up. His up B is really strong. I think the up Bs where you can act out of them are generally really good, even if they don't have a hitbox. He can also do like a ton of steps with it because he can re-jump off the dog. His down air is also very, very good. You can space with it, and it basically just covers like 3 options. He just has so much, and pellets are broken, and he's really hard to play against. Mega Man is hard to play against. He just has so much. He's throwing out things. He's throwing out these massive killing hitboxes, or he's throwing out this little chip damage constantly. You get in his face, he throws out a Leaf Shield. You're trying to recover him. He throws out a Crash Bomber at the ledge. You can't really like get him that much. It is so difficult to play against this character if played correctly, and I think it's really hard to play correctly. And a lot of people have just been like, it's not worth it. Like, there's people like Kameme. Kameme was doing fine with Mega Man. He was like a top, I think he was like 11th or 12 or 13. He was one of those on the PGR, U Division 2, with basically all Mega Man. He used a bit of Wario at the end there, I think. But it's like, he hasn't gotten any major nerfs since then, or at least I don't think so. That like make it so Mega Man isn't viable anymore. We still see some stuff from Repo, who's a very good Mega Man. But outside of those 2 players, and Kameme still does use Mega Man, just not as much. Those are kind of really the only reps. I guess we have Scat and Yeti, but I don't know if Yeti plays anymore, and then Scat barely plays. But Mega Man has like way less representation than he did. Like, I think personally, Mega Man is pretty much borderline top tier. Granted, my top tier has like 25 characters or something crazy. But that's just, I think Ultimate most people do because how like just broken everyone is. You can call it broken, you can call it balanced. It doesn't matter. The point is, everyone's good, and Mega Man is also really good and very underrated in my opinion because I don't think enough people talk about him. So yeah, those are my top 5, 6 overrated characters, or underrated rather. Sonic is just kind of the cameo because everyone knows he's top tier. I just think he's more top tier than people realize. Mii Brawler, Hero, Link, Greninja, and Mega Man. Those are my most underrated characters in Smash. If there's someone that you think I missed that is super underrated, super broken, I didn't talk about, please let me know. Maybe I think the character sucks. Maybe I agree, just thought they weren't as underrated as the other ones. Maybe I forgot about them. There's 80 characters. I don't think I forgot about them. Honorable mentions would probably be Wii Fit and maybe Jigglypuff, but I think most people know Jigglypuff is decent. But Wii Fit, maybe. Same with Lucas. Those characters are all very good, just don't get a lot of credit. But I think Regalo at least showed people how good Lucas is. And then we also have like Mekos, Choco Taco. People know Lucas is good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to sub, all that yada yada. Recent support's been really helpful lately. It means a lot to me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.